looks like I'm live. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, did you, you were the one who messaged me the other day, I think, about your blanket and the count being off. Did that picture that I sent to you where I highlighted, I think there was a place where you had an extra cluster. Maybe it was even one of the treble crochet clusters. So I was just curious. Hopefully that was where you had gotten tripped up. I tell you, after having worked on her patterns, anytime something is off, I immediately know that I'm probably off somewhere, and I've usually probably dropped like one cluster of something. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Grievous. Hi, Writing. Writing says, I guess my thing lagged. I don't know. The other day when you said your YouTube was lagging, the live was lagging on YouTube the other day, one of my TikTok people went over and looked at it, and they said it wasn't lagging for them. So I wonder if there's just something weird going on. Hey, Debbie. So if you guys notice, I'm working on something different today. Oh, Amanda says, I just want to say thank you for the help with the Blooming Hope pattern. I think you're, yes, okay, good. I'm so glad that was helpful. Because yeah, whenever my count goes off, it's usually because I've dropped something somewhere. It's almost impossible not to. So you'll see I'm working on something different today. I'm not working on the virus sweater or virus stitch sweater now. I'm working on a tapestry. This is just a tapestry that I'm working on for actually one of my grandsons, and I'll show you guys here in a second what that looks like, what the pattern looks like. Oh, Shirley. Hey, Shirley. Shirley, I was just saying here what I'm making. So working on a tapestry blanket for my grandson. I've got 3 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. And my grandsons all wanted me to make them a blanket. And of course, I've made them blankets before, but they want ones with characters on them. So I designed each of them a custom blanket with their favorite video game character. Hey, Mr. Double, good to see you. Hi, Diane. So my grandson David, his favorite game is like Mario. That's his favorite game genre, I think, is the Mario thing. And then his favorite character out of that is Yoshi. Yeah, Writing says, so many people today. I know. I normally, YouTube seems pretty quiet now. I would love to get more people on YouTube, because this is actually where I get to save my videos at, is on YouTube and stuff too. So anyways, so I designed a Yoshi, and let me pull up, because I didn't print out a copy of the pattern here, but I'll show you. Let me pull up my phone real quick, and I'll show you what this is going to look like. Let's see if I can get right here. See if I can put this up where you can see it. So his name's David. So I custom designed a little Yoshi blanket for him. And so I'm working on that right now. And this pattern is working bottom up. And one of the reasons why I'm working on this pattern right now is because I did finish the other tapestry pattern that I had been telling you guys I was going to design. And I have the pattern ready, and I'll actually have to probably show it several times throughout the live, but let me show you this too. I should have just kept my phone out. So I designed the pattern for the live that I'm going to do. So this is it right here. So I made a tapestry pattern of this. It's rather small, so it's only 80 stitches wide. So it's going to be just over 2 feet wide, probably 2.5 to 3 feet tall when it's done. So I tried to keep it, because I know there was a couple people who hadn't tried tapestry before, so I tried to keep it simple. There's only 5 colors in it. So I actually finalized the picture for that pattern, and I finalized the grid instructions. So I've got all those here. And I also have written instructions for people who are more like I am and prefer the written instructions. So I'll be making a video about this, but you guys let me know if you would like to get this pattern for free. I'll send it out to whoever and make sure that anybody who wants to work on it. Oh, writing says it's nice. I'm excited to do it alongside you. I am too. So what we're gonna be doing is just, I plan to do just a half double crochet. You can do whatever size you want. And when I say that it's gonna be about a little over 2 feet wide, that's with me using a weight 4 yarn, so just regular worsted weight yarn. And I prefer to crochet with a 4.25. So if you're using like a 5mm, which most people crochet with a 5, then your blanket's going to be a little bit bigger. It's not even a blanket. It's going to be either a wall hanging or a very small throw. But if you use a bigger yarn or you use a bigger hook, then yours will be bigger too. So yeah, so I'll be sending that out, and I'll be making a couple videos too, but I'll give out that pattern for free. And then if you want to join along with me, I will be making it. So when I do these lives and I start that pattern, then it will be my plan to actually read aloud like what I'm doing. You know, I'll say, okay, we're going to do 3 green and 2 yellow as I do it. So that way, if you are crocheting along, you can just kind of look down at your work, keep up with me. And then obviously, because I do these lives through TikTok and YouTube, if you're on the TikTok side, then, and if you get behind at all, you can go over to my YouTube. I have the same username, Crochet by Humblebee, on both platforms, and you can see the live. It posts after a few hours. So yeah, so let me know, guys, and I'll show updates of that again. But yeah, I got that all finished. I got it narrowed down to just the 5 colors. Now I put in Hobby Lobby's color names, but you guys, you know, if I say that the color name is terracotta, I think one of you, I think Writing is Fun said that you would be using a brown for your pot. So you would just have to know anywhere where I said terracotta, you would exchange for brown. Shirley says, my granddaughter loves Minecraft. I think I go blind with all of the green. So Shirley, my oldest grandson also, he loves Minecraft too, and his little favorite character is the Warden. I don't know much about Minecraft, and this green looks incredibly bright. This camera, I think the camera makes it look a little bit brighter than it is. I think this is just called green. Oh no, it's Hobby Lobby's Jelly Bean color. That's right, so it's quite a bright green. I'm getting ready to do a color change here too. I don't know, you know, if you haven't done tapestry crochet, I'll try to show you real quick what it looks like. So I'm essentially working with multiple skeins of yarn. I've got balls of yarn here connected, and because I'm only working with 2 colors, I've only got a couple of balls of yarn. I've got my white over here on a yarn spinner that you can't see. Then I've got 2 balls of green because I have, I'm working on the border part. So I've got green and then white and then green on the other side. So this means I have a ball of green yarn over here, a ball of white that I'm using in the middle, and then another ball of green on this side. So as I get to each color change in my pattern, which right now, of course, we're talking, you know, very simple part of the pattern because I've got very few color changes. But when it's time to change colors, there's a wrong and a right side of the pattern, so I'm always going to have my leftover strings hanging out on the wrong side of the pattern. And I'm going to actually work this in a way that I can just weave all these strings in, and I don't have to worry about carrying my work across. But to do a color change, I'm just going to begin. I'm working this in a half double crochet, so I'm going to do the beginning of a half double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the stitch from below, yarn under, yeah, it's a yarn under there, and then pull up a loop. So now I've got all 3 loops on my hook. Instead of finishing with the white like normal, I'm going to carry the yarn to the back, and I just hold it back there with my hand. I'm going to pick up my green So that's already attached on the back. This is where I had left it last time I did a row. So I'm just picking it up and I'm going to finish my stitch with that green. So that's how you do a fairly smooth color change in tapestry. It's not always going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. They're always going to be a little bit rippled, I think. And there's ways to smooth over that by outlining with chain stitches or slip stitches, I should say, and then, or you can also go back and backstitch with other yarn. So Writing is Fun says, I won't be here tomorrow if you are very late. Oh, okay, well, I'll miss you. I'll miss you. And I made your video. I think, I don't know, once I posted it, I didn't go look, but I went and made that video showing the difference between, or showing the front loop or front post and back post variation of double crochet. Those two, just knowing how to do a front post and back post variation of any of the stitches really is what makes you be able to work on patterns like that Floral Fantasia pattern. So all right, so I'm at the end of my thing. I need to always keep track of where I'm at because I like the written pattern. I know some people like to work with the graph patterns. Tell me what's your favorite, actually. Tell me, like, so show me, you know, here's what I like to work with. The kind where it says, okay, we're gonna do 5 of this color, 23 of this color, 2 of this color. Like, I like this. This makes sense to me. But then there's some people who this kind of pattern makes more sense, where they physically see the color, you count up how many boxes they are, and then you just kind of cross things off as you go. This, I think, is very visual. I guess, you know, you'd have to cut out some of the extra stripes and stuff, but like this part would be visually easy to do, I feel like. But I just think the other written pattern where it just says, okay, on this row, do this many of this color, just seems the simplest to me. Hi Nick, good to see you. Nick, my most handsome and beautiful and brave son on TikTok. Writing is Fun says, I usually go with one like what you have. Okay, perfect. Shirley says, I'm definitely a pattern person. Yes, definitely I am too. So I'll do some videos going over just the colors and stuff that you'll need for this, and then anybody who wants the pattern, if you want to work along with, I'll give you several days to get up all your materials before we start it. In the meantime, I am going to selfishly work on, Nick, if you're in here still, I'm working on David's Christmas present. Tell me if you're still in here. I'll show you a picture of it. I haven't shown you yet. So my son is on TikTok, and he just joined, and I don't even think I've shown them. I think I showed my daughter-in-law. So anyways, in the meantime, while I wait for everyone to gather what they need to do the free tapestry crochet along pattern, I'm going to just work on this present for my grandson, and then I'll probably also work in a few other projects here and there too, just to show you guys all the different things I'm working on. Okay, Nick, so Nick is still here. Let me show you, Nick. I said your name like 9 times. Crazy. This is David's blanket that I designed for him that I'm working on right now. And I'm working on way down here. I'm at the very beginnings of it. He should like that, I think. You know, and I'm working with this Hobby Lobby yarn, and I'm working with white, and I have noticed, because I've worked with their white color, and this is the I love this yarn brand. It's like their cheapest brand of most basic acrylic yarn. It's soft. Most of them are soft, but some of the colors I struggle with. So white is one of the colors I struggle with. I feel like it always splits. It splits worse than any other color does. And then Graybeard, which is the dark gray that I use pretty often because I love it, because dark gray is an awesome color to work with. It works so well with so many other colors. That one feels like scratchy. It's kind of annoying. So Writing is fun says, this isn't selfish. How absurd to insinuate such a belief. So anyways, these first parts of tapestry blankets, when there, you know, there's always the few rounds where there's not a lot going on, not a ton of color changes. These can be a little bit tedious to me, again, because I like a challenge, although when we're in the middle of that, there's going to be a couple places because I do like to weave in my ends on tapestry blankets. I don't like to carry my colors across, and everybody is welcome to do what they're comfortable with and what's easiest for them. I prefer the challenge of using individual balls of yarn for each color change, and so sometimes I'll have, you know, 25, 30 balls of yarn connected to one little blanket, and it can get kind of crazy. Hi, Abby. Hey, Abby, thank you for the heart me. And Nick says David is going to love that. Awesome. I figured he would. I also designed one for Sam. I did Sam's a warden, and then I did Job's a, oh my goodness, that guy he likes from My Singing Monsters. Not a mammoth, but the other dude, Wubbox. So I've got their, oh, and then I think with Job's, because the Wubbox, I think his little arms and stuff, wrists look like they're connected to his body with electricity. So for Job's, I'm going to try to find some glow-in-the-dark yarn so I can give that kind of effect, which I think would be cool. I might actually do some glow-in-the-dark yarn effects on all of these. Has anybody here worked with glow-in-the-dark yarn before? I would be curious to know how well that holds up. I've never worked with it. I wasn't even sure it existed. The other day, hey Babushka, the other day I went just to Google it, just to see if it existed, and I was shocked to see how many colors there were. So really excited, because one of the blankets that I'm gonna make for one of my grandkids' Christmas presents, I want to use this yarn in it to look like electricity. I just think that'd be so cool. Hi, Paige. Just working on a tapestry blanket here. I'm in the beginning stages of it, where it's mostly just borders. So not a ton going on yet. But at the end of the day, this is going to be a blanket. It's going to be a Yoshi from Mario. And he's got his tongue sticking out, and then it's got a name on top of it. So this is a custom Yoshi tapestry blanket. And in probably a week or two, you guys, we're going to be doing a live tapestry crochet along. Anybody who wants the pattern can have it ahead of time. I've already written it. I've designed it. It's going to be a snake plant. So it's going to be, you know what I should do? I wish I had a printed picture of this. I thought through all of this like 3/4 of the way. But it is going to be a snake plant. It's depending on the size of hook and yarn that you use, and I promise it'll be all one giant piece when it's done. Yeah, I really didn't think this through very well. Anyways, I'm going to be giving away the pattern and working on it live, so anybody who wants to can have it for free and can come work with me on it. In the meantime, I'm working on this other one. Writing is fun. No, but now I want to. Imagine a glowing hamster. Yes. Imagine 10 glowing hamsters. If you use, and there's all sorts of colors too. Shirley says, I've made socks for my granddaughter with glow-in-the-dark yarn. She loves them, and the yarn was very friendly to work with. Kind of had a smell to it, but it probably matches her feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's hilarious. But good to know that it's easy to work with. I was a little bit worried about that. Writing is fun says, how much yarn would we need for the tapestry? All right, so this is where it's going to get tricky, because I'm not positive yet, because I didn't design and then test this pattern. That's what a real live crocheter would do out in the wild. They would test the pattern themselves, and then they would send it out to other people to test. So I really do not know. Let me think for a second though, if I had to guess. So I did count up, let me see if I can give you guys a visual. So it's 80 stitches wide, which depending again on what size of yarn you use and what size of hook you use, for me, using a weight 4 yarn and a 4.25 millimeter hook, so I use kind of a smaller hook, it came out to be just over 2 feet. It was like from here to here wide, right? And then it's 110 stitches tall, so 50 stitches taller than it is wide. So probably going to be like 3 feet tall. And there's going to be 5 colors. Let me pull that back up. Actually, let me just pull the picture. Abby says, do you use half double crochet for your tapestries? Yes, I use half double crochet. I like it because it fills in better. Single crochet is going to be smaller stitches. I don't want smaller stitches most of the time, but double crochet is like too long and skinny. So I like half double because it makes a nice thick weave that's still drapey. Let me see if I can find that picture again. Come here, buddy. All right, so I just have a picture on my phone, a picture of my computer, even better. So I think that this background color, for me, it's called linen. So I went with like a light beige color. If I had to guess, there's probably going to be maybe 2 skeins of that. I took my border and I made it the same color as I made the pot. So I'm using a terracotta for that. I think between the border and the pot, there's going to be maybe a skein, maybe. And then we've got some green. You know, it's not going to be a full skein of green. I can't imagine it will be. Unless you're carrying a lot of yarn or, you know, you end up with a lot of ends. There's a little bit of yellow. Again, not a full skein. And then there's black. Everything is outlined with black in that picture. So I think it's going to be it's going to be between a skein and a half or so of the linen, I think. Probably around a skein of the terracotta, less than a skein of the green and yellow and black. So that is my best guess. I didn't even think. I just always have yarn on hand, and I don't have this massive stash. I've made videos about it before, well, not about my stash specifically, but I've made a couple videos showing where I crochet and like where my shelf is with my yarn, and I really do keep my yarn really well organized. So, and I happen to have at least some of all of the colors for this tapestry except for that yellow. I've never crocheted with yellow before. Not a bright yellow like that, or I haven't in a while. So I need to get some yellow. I might even head over to the Dollar Tree. I don't know if anyone has seen. Thank you, Abby. Thank you for the roses. Has anyone seen that they're selling yarn at the Dollar Tree? And I went there the other day and I saw that they're smaller skeins. They're not like these giant skeins of yarn. And I'm sure if you were to spend the same amount there as you would on a large skein, I don't imagine that the smaller skeins would add up to as much as I don't know. If you bought 4 of the skeins from the Dollar Tree, I don't think it would be the equivalent of 1 large skein from like Hobby Lobby. But I am going to need a little bit of yellow for this tapestry. And now I'm wondering if I just go over there and buy one of their lumps of yellow yarn. So that might be an idea too if you need some filler stuff, because I really do not want to buy a big old pile of yellow yarn that I'm not going to use. None of the projects that I work in use it. And actually, even in these blankets that I'm making for my grandkids, like one of the ones that I'm making for the Wabox one with the glow in the dark yarn, is also going to be using some goldenrod, which is the yellow color in the first giveaway blanket that I did. So, Abby, how did the baby shower go? Super curious to see what she thought when she got that baby blanket. And I am thinking, like, that's probably going to be one of my next things, is one of those blankets rather than the giant one that weighs 1,000 pounds on my lap and makes me so hot. Writing is fun. Sia says, I have a decent sized stash since my local library had a free crafting shop. Oh my gosh, that's very cool. Very cool. Abby says it was great. She loved the blanket. My aunt wants me to make her one too. Isn't it funny how people will ask and they don't really know? I don't think people understand when they're asking for you to crochet something. I don't know if they know what they're asking for. I try to be mindful of that. I've definitely had people ask me for blankets in the past, and I've made lots of them. Definitely made lots of them for people, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and time, and honestly, yarn too. All right, I'm getting tangled up here. I use these. This is another thing, because it's not like it makes a huge difference at this moment because I've only got these couple of things of yarn, but I got these little baskets at the Dollar Tree. Abby says, she said I should sell them, and I said I'd rather give her one. Girl, I post these pictures of the completed blankets on Writing is Fun said, where did the music arise from? I think music is always playing in the background, honestly. Is it? I don't know. Is it being distracting? Did something weird happen with it? Let me know. Over on, yeah, if something's happened on YouTube, let me know. So, Abby, I had posted some on Facebook, and I had a friend of mine's like, oh, you should sell these. And I'm like, I would have to charge, I'd have to charge a minimum of $1,600 to make me even want to think about making one for money, and that's just crazy. Just crazy. So, and I feel like I was gonna say something, and now I don't remember. Probably wasn't. Oh, that's right. I was telling you about these baskets. So I get these little things at the Dollar Tree. I think they came 3 to a pack. They're very incredibly cheap and flimsy, but I use these to corral my balls of yarn, and sometimes I'll have like, here, let me grab like a whole bunch of them in a row like this, and I'll have multiple balls of yarn all in them, and then I just pick them up and move them and scoot them around as I'm using the yarn. So when I get to a point on this blanket where I'm actually doing more than this for color changes, then I'll show you how I keep everything corralled. I also have this really cool tool. It's like a yarn spinner, but it holds 6 things of yarn. But I don't have that out right now, and that is something you want to have it like right in front of you when you work on it, but it's amazing. Oh, Writing is Fun says the music got loud for a bit and nearly drowned out my voice. That must be a software glitch, because that definitely shouldn't have happened. It's only supposed to be on the background a little bit so you guys can't hear my heavy breathing. All right, whoops. Almost brought my yarn to the wrong side. Go back there. Get in the back, bro. And I almost forgot to mark my thing. Somebody's gonna have to watch. If I don't mark off that I finished these rows, I'm gonna end up with an extra row. All right. So, yeah. Abby, I think when you did your first floral, or the one floral Fantasia that had the blues and the yellows similar to mine, I think you used white in yours. And did you also use Hobby Lobby yarn? I'm trying to see if it's just me or if anybody else notices the difference in some of their colored, like some of their yarn is different than others. Like I was mentioning, the white yarn, I feel like it splits. You'll see me struggling a lot with this white yarn. But this green yarn is like deliciously soft and thick. So I don't know why white would feel, and the white feels almost cottony and dry by comparison. Abby says, hey Megan, I use Big Twist for Floral Fantasia, but Hobby Lobby for the pink and the baby blanket. Okay. I was just wondering about their white. Their white feels weird to me. Their linen actually feels a little dry to me too. And then the graybeard one feels scratchy. Like, I don't like when I had large panels of the gray stuff to do because it just felt so scratchy. Shirley said, I made bedspreads for my family about 50 years ago, 3 of them, and they're still being used by the younger members, making the floral fantasia for myself. I haven't made anything like it for me. Good for you, Shirley. I don't know if I would finish a project like that for myself. Maybe I will one day. Maybe I will one day, but I don't get the same satisfaction out of giving myself something as I do giving other people something. I really like giving gifts a lot. And so for the giveaway blanket thing to have become as big a deal as it was, it really made me feel good and happy. And so I'm very happy to have people who want the stuff that I make. Abby says, need to get going now. Oh, it was good to see you, Abby. Oh, yes, I have seen Sue Smiles doing the floral fantasia. Actually, I think I ran across it the other day, and it almost like took me aback for a second. So I think her colors were exactly the same ones that I used. So it was good to see you. Shirley, what the bedspreads that you made before, were they crocheted ones? And if so, what pattern did you use? Writing says, good for you, Shirley. Even if it's fulfilling, it's good to make it for yourself as well. Yeah. I say, yes, I agree with that. And then I also talk on the other side about how I don't make anything for myself. But I will one day. I really will. I'm afraid that I'm going to make something and my taste is going to change. Like my taste in decor. I have a hard time committing to stuff for too long. Not like you know, people or anything like that, but committing to design choices, you know, stuff is fluid and trends change over the years, and I am definitely not a trendy person, but sometimes trends are there for a reason. So I'm definitely going through my minimalist era right now. Everything's got to be light colored and probably very boring to somebody with a very colorful soul, but I also had my colorful soul phase as well. I've done both sides of the spectrum, and so I'm scared I'll make a blanket and then end up hating it because the colors won't match whatever I want in the future. Writing is fun says, if you no longer like it, you can give it away in the future. That is also true. I really would probably consider making one for myself in boring colors. What a lot of people would consider boring, but I would love to see it in like sandstone and white and something like that. I just think it would be really pretty. Oh my gosh, with a little bit, a tiny bit of light blue, or maybe even a little bit of light teal, and it would be like, hey Chloe, sweetheart, I'm live. So do it like that, and like beachy colors might be cool too. I love beachy colors. That whole scheme is awesome. Shirley says, I make tons of dishcloths and scrubbies and give them away. That's about it anymore. I'm almost 75. It's getting costly. The price of yarn is getting higher. I hear you there. And it's because a lot of it, you know, they've got all the tariffs and stuff too, so that makes it even more expensive right now. But I'm trying to think of the word. I'm losing my mind. I'm getting older here. My grandmother, on my dad's side, she used to make quilts. But she quilted stuff. And she was making quilts, these gorgeous hand-pieced quilts. And we all got one. I don't know where mine went. Honestly, it's kind of sad. I got mine when I was quite a bit younger, and over the years and through the moves, I've just lost it. But she used to make these gorgeous quilts, and so I think about that now when I'm working on crochet stuff and thinking about if my grandkids will think about me, Grandma Mimi. They call me Mimi, who crochets. Hey everybody on TikTok, we're just working on, for new people that are coming in, just working on a tapestry at the very beginning stages of it. So it's, oh my gosh, see, here goes that white yarn. So easy to catch and snag too. Hobby Lobby, get it together with this white. Working on a tapestry blanket, working on the first section of it, so there's not a lot going on right now, just working on the border. It's going to be a Yoshi from Mario with his tongue sticking out with my grandson's name above it, and working on this now, but in a week or two we are going to be working on another tapestry project in here, and the pattern for anybody who wants to work on it, pattern will be free. So I'll make a video so you guys can reach out, and I'll start sending out information on that, and we'll do a live video and make a snake plant, house plant. And you know what we could do too, since it's not going to be that big? We could end up doing like a 4-part, right? Where we make 4 smaller pieces, like we do the one snake plant, and we could do another house plant, like a monstera, a really simple monstera or something, but pick 4 little house plants, and then we could always stitch them all together when we're done and have an actual blanket made out of house plants, if that's your thing. Bedspreads were granny squares. The center was turned into diamonds but finished as squares. Ooh, they were stunning. I guess that's where I have seen those. Okay, I have seen those. It's like the little offset granny squares. Those are gorgeous. Writing is fun says, how will you send the information? You know, I'm not positive yet. What do you think? Because I don't know all the different technology that's out there. I've got a little Gmail account I use, and I was gonna just offer to email it. If people want to DM me their email address, I can send it out that way. Or I don't know, can you send files? I've got them all in PDFs. Like, can you send files through YouTube? I guess that's a good question. If you have any ideas, if you know or are familiar with this, let me know. I'm really new at this kind of stuff. So I've had a TikTok account forever because I am chronically online. I've had TikTok, I think right after it became TikTok. So I've had it for not since it was Musically, but I got it, I want to say in 2017 maybe. And so I've had it forever under a different account, but I haven't made TikToks. I've just been a lurker for all these years. I don't know what made me all of a sudden decide to start making TikToks anyways, because it's super intimidating, but I do like to do things that intimidate me. Actually, I hate doing things that intimidate me, but they're good for me and I need to do them. So, Writing is Fun says, I know on YouTube you can make a post with pictures. I don't know about TikTok. How would I DM you? I don't know. Let me look into that. I will have an answer for you on that. And maybe what I'll have to do is just put the information on a link, like where you can just go download it or something too. So I can always just do a link of that as well. So good thing. Thanks for bringing that up, so I can make sure I test that out before I start telling people what I'm going to do, because I never know. And then I get halfway through something and I'm like, oh, this thing doesn't work. This doesn't work the way that I thought it was going to. I'm really nervous that I didn't mark off one of these rows. I'm going to count again here in a second. Anyways, and I normally don't, I guess I'm normally not distracted when I'm crocheting. I always make this big deal about how I don't have to use stitch markers, hardly ever. I'm so good at it, but it's just because I'm not distracted. Everyone else has distracted lives, and I'm blessed and with quietness all the time. That's why I'm fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I was right this whole time. You made me think I was wrong. Tried to trick me. I don't know who tried to trick me, but somebody did. Come here, little buddy. Quit slipping around. I'm going to have to find another solution for this, too, because when I am working on that tapestry, I want everyone to be able to see how I'll have all the little yarns organized. So I'll have to find a way to... Maybe I'll have to, like, bring a little table in here or something so I can have stuff laid out. it's real. I do like crochet tapestry because I think it's so pretty. It comes out so nice if you do it right. But the thing that sucks about it is the billion thingies of yarn. See, as I flip it, now the one that was on the far left, I have to scooch it over to the right, and then I, you know, just flip them. Again, much easier to demonstrate when I have 2 whole balls of yarn, but there are times when I'll have like more than 20. Hi, Sonia. Writing is fun, says I found out after making just a few hamsters. I barely needed a stitch marker. I want to see this hamster army. I need to see, I guess I just need to see them. This overwhelming amount of crochet hamsters. That's actually seriously amazing. Oh my gosh. So one time I crocheted a mouse. You totally made me think about this. One time I crocheted a mouse. I was on a road trip and I was quite a bit younger. I think I was like 26 or 27. And we were road tripping out to Kentucky from Colorado. And I had brought some crochet with me. And for whatever reason, I don't even remember what I was working on, but I ended up just crocheting a mouse, which crocheting a mouse for me, because I don't crochet characters and stuff usually, crocheting a mouse was just, I, you know, crocheted this little blob basically, but it was still stuck to the ball of yarn. And our friend that we were road tripping with started feeding the mouse out of the car window. You guys, and I was young and we were stupid, but we had all these videos. I was hanging this mouse out the window and like letting it go down the road behind us. You know how, I don't know, young kid road trips, man, it was fun and I miss being young. Those were the days. Sonia, yeah. So as you can see, I don't have very much of this going, but yeah, this is the border to the Yoshi tapestry blanket. I decided to work on this for a little bit to get through some of these rounds, and to show people, you know, ideas of other things that because I crochet so many other things besides just those blankets, but that's all I ever make videos on. I feel like I'm so bad at content. It's not my strength. Not at all my strength. Hi, Rose. Good to see you, Rose. So anyways, just getting through these easy ones. This is actually easy to crochet and talk through too. And then when I am working on the tapestry that we're all going to do together, or whoever wants to do it can do it with me, then I'll really have to count. I'll be able to count out loud because you guys will be counting with me and I won't be the only one by myself. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, it is. Writing is fun. Just pointed out. It's already, well, 8:12 over there. It's 7:13 over here at my house. Had a lot of fun. This actually was really easy to talk through. So yes, only 7:12 for me. Thank goodness. If it were 8:12, I'd be delirious. I go to bed embarrassingly early, but I also wake up early, and I do like my mornings. So anyways, all right guys, well, just getting ready to wrap up here. I'll be changing up the stuff that I crochet on over the next couple of lives. That way everyone can just see and I get an idea of the different things that I work on. Got several projects going on, but I am going to work on this tapestry more. And if you have questions about tapestry or anything like that, let me know. We will be doing a tapestry crochet along. Oh, Shirley, it's 9 for you. Yes. We will be doing a tapestry crochet along free pattern. So I'll do some videos about that too. So think about it. If you've thought about doing tapestry and you want to see it done or you want to try it out, I'm here to teach you. So it's good to see you guys. Have a good night.